Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are well. I'm back with another video. You see, I told you guys 2022 is the year that I am going to be super consistent with uploading YouTube videos. No excuses. Feel free to hold me accountable in the comments if I don't upload, but you won't have to worry about that because I will be uploading. So anyway, today's video I've been wanting to do for so long, and this is a super duper special video because today I'm going to be talking about what has happened in my life the past year, how I've completely changed, how I've leveled up in basically every area of my life. 2021 was an incredible year for me. I learned so much, I grew so much, and so many amazing things I feel like happened to me. 2021 was my year, and 2022 is going to just be out of this world. So let me just, before I get started on how I leveled up and things like that and how you can level up this year, I just want to tell you some good things that have happened. So some key notes to take away. 2021, I got a brand new car, BMW 2021 X3, black, white interior. Love my car. I am like, oh. So my favorite thing about my car is probably the ambient lighting or the heated steering wheel. I don't know, every time I get in my car, because it's winter now, I just turn on the heated steering wheel and I'm like, I can't even believe that I have a heated steering wheel. Like, this is just such just a sign of like luxury. I feel like I've never had a heated steering wheel before, so I don't know if that's like normal to have, but it's definitely an upgrade from my older car by far, I would say. And then I also moved to a beautiful new apartment by myself for the first time. I'm living on my own. My place is amazing. I'm going to do an apartment tour probably. I'm a little bit of a private person, so I don't know if I want to like show off my entire house, but I have a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 2 full bathrooms to myself, and I also have a loft as well. So stainless steel appliances. I've made like show like little clips here and there of my apartment. The gym here is sick. The pool here is sick. It's just all the amenities in this building it's just incredible, and I actually have a waterfront view of the city. So that is so exciting. Another thing amazing that has happened to me this year is my credit score actually went up, I think 200 points. Yes, so in 1 year I was able to raise my credit score 200 points. So now I am actually close to an 800 credit score, which is I'm like shaking right now because that is probably my biggest accomplishment in 2021 was, oh my god, yeah, that I think was my biggest accomplishment. The amount of financial goals that I hit this last year, 2021, the amount of financial goals that I've hit, it's just incredible. I have like 5 figures in savings. Like it has been so good, and I feel like this is just the beginning. And another thing that, again, I want to tell you all the great things in 2021. My fitness journey, I feel like I've always really been consistent with the gym for the last 4 years. I've been on a fitness journey, and this year, I keep saying this year because this is 2022. 2021, I really kicked it up a notch. In 2022, it's going even further. So I really challenged myself over the past year to really just push myself in new levels. And I've been doing a lot more cardio this past year, and it's just been really a lot of fun, just, you know, hitting those new goals. And my waist has gotten so much slimmer. I've lost probably, I never used to weigh myself, but I think in 2021 I lost about 15 pounds because I was a little bit curvier, a little bit like, I had a little bit more meat. Now I'm a little bit more slimmer, but it's still, I've always been very healthy. I've never been super overweight or super underweight, but now I feel like I'm very thin. I'm a little bit thin, like how I was in high school. which I love because I'm also getting back into modeling. So I don't have a problem with that at all. So I just didn't feel like it would be right if I didn't share some of the tools, the knowledge that I used over the past year to help you guys. So this is what this video is for, is to just share how you can really maximize this year. I was just talking to my mom. I was like, okay, so today is January 19th. It's midnight and I'm like super tired, but today is technically January 19th, and I was telling my mom, she was like, oh, you know, thinking about plans for like the next month in March, and just talking about our goals for each month. And I was like, March is like 6 weeks away, right? Because we have February. February has the least amount of days in a month. And then we have like 2 weeks left of January. So we have about like 7 weeks, 6 weeks until March, until we're entering the spring. So that really put things into perspective for me, to just really focus and really continue on the path that I'm on, and to stay conscious and to stay connected to the universe and to my goals. So how can you maximize this year? How can you make 2022 a year like 2021 was for me? So that's what we're going to talk about today. And I have my little notebook here that I'm going to be reaching for. So if I'm looking down, that's why. So whenever someone asks me how to create their dream life or how to achieve something, I always say, in order to start at the beginning, we must start at the end. So what do you want your life to look like at the end of 2022? You can think about what you want your life to look like, in general, your entire life, but just the sake of 2022, when this year rolls around to the end, what do you want to say that you accomplished? So before we start at the beginning, let's start at the end. What are your goals? Write down your goals. I'd actually recommend taking a piece of paper to pen. I used to write down my goals in a Google Doc, but actually having a physical, like this kind of notebook, or just something physically like in your hand that you can touch and feel, it's a completely different vibe, because you're actually writing. And when you write, that sends a frequency to the universe. Writing, everything is energy. So when you're writing that and you're feeling into that, versus typing, it's just like you're just typing. But when you're really writing and you're like, okay, I want this and I want that, you really feel into the energy, and that actually helps you to manifest, and it helps you to communicate with the universe on what you want and what you want to achieve this year. And when you write down your goals, no goal is too big. I don't care what anyone says, no goal is too big, because the goals that I used to think were really huge a few years ago, I have accomplished now. The amount of money that I'm making now, my credit score now, the amount of loving people I have in my life. A year ago, it was so hard for me to believe that that could be possible for me, but it is. The truth about goals and desires is that if you desire something, if you can think it, then you can achieve it. Especially if someone already has it, then you actually have real world proof that it does exist. So a lot of us like to make excuses and kind of put ourselves in a corner or separate ourselves from those people who have the things that we want. But the truth is, if they have it, why can't you have it too? And if you can think it, if it can form as a thought in your mind, if it's placed into your heart, that is a sign that that is what you're meant to accomplish, and that is what is meant to come into your life. So my second piece of advice is to chunk down all of your goals into small daily actionable steps. So let's take my credit score, for example, because I think that's the one I'm most excited for. So a year ago when I had like I'm gonna be honest with you guys, my credits, I think it was like five something. It was like, yeah, it was terrible, okay? Having that 5 something credit score, that was like, I'm never gonna reach a 700. I'm never gonna reach an 800 because it was so far away. But the thing is, don't look at the big goal. Look at what can I do today that will make me 1% closer to that goal. Okay, what can I do tomorrow to make me 1% closer? And then those daily actionable steps compounds and accumulates into the bigger picture that you want. So a lot goes into this. If you guys have any questions or comments for me down below they want me to answer to help you out with this, a lot of people actually struggle with this, and this is why a lot of people give up on their goals, is because they get like this brain fatigue. They're like, oh my god, like I have to have blah, blah, blah. But you have to disconnect from the end goal and just focus on today. Focus on today, focus on the now, focus on this moment. This moment is the only moment that you'll ever have. We actually never have any experience outside of now. The future doesn't exist. It hasn't happened yet. And the past is already done. It's gone. What do you have right now? When you're watching this video, you've never experienced anything outside of the now. So when you are projecting into the future of your goals, the reason why you never attain those goals is because the future doesn't exist. The future never comes. The future comes in the form of the present moment. So for example, when February comes, February is the future. I don't experience February as the future. I experience February as the now and as the present. So that is one of the reasons why people have a hard time with that, is because they're so connected to that future. Disconnect from the future and stay connected to the now. What can you do now that is going to give you 1% closer to that goal? So my next piece of advice is to never, ever, ever give up. Never give up. If there's any piece of advice that you leave here today with this video, it's to never give up, because this is a journey. Actually, you think that that end goal is gonna be the driving force for your success, but it's not. Your desire and the end goal will get you to the race, but your consistency and your persistence and you never giving up is what's actually going to help you finish the race. And also your habits as well. So never give up and never let the end goal be the driving force for why you're doing this. Because like I said, it's not enough. If money was a big enough driving force for people, everyone would be a millionaire. Everyone would be a billionaire if that was the case. If looking hot and sexy and, you know, slim and, you know, slim thick or whatever you want to be, if having a really nice fit body was the driving force behind people's fitness, everyone would be fit because everybody has that desire. So the truth is, what actually becomes the driving force? So one of the driving forces, and this goes into the next piece of advice, is going to be your automation habits. So your daily habits that you form that turn into an automatic response in the body. So for me, because I've been working out consistently nearly every day, almost every day for the last almost 4 years, it's already in my programming in my body. It's in my subconscious. My body automatically knows that when it gets up, within the first 2 hours of getting up, after I brush my teeth, after I eat, after I do what I have to do in the morning, it knows that in the 2 hour block from the time that I wake up and then the 2 hour mark, that there's gonna be some sort of fitness exercise within that period, and it's ready. And this is because of my habits. This is because I've been doing this for a pretty long time now, that my body has an auto response. So the days that I actually take a rest day, because I'm sore and I'm tired. Everyone needs, their rest day for their muscles to recover. My body actually has this like, it's like a weird response in the body, like, what are you doing? Because this is what we do, so why aren't you doing it? And I actually have a little bit of discomfort out of the day when I don't work out, when I do have my rest days, or maybe I'm catching a flight and I can't work out that day. The body goes into not a shock, but it's a little bit of a discomforting feeling. And that is good, because when you build healthy habits on that is where the magic happens. So switch out. I want you guys to do that. I want you to do a little exercise for me. I want you to take a real piece of paper, not on a document like I used to do, a real piece of paper, and write out all of the negative habits that are keeping you from your goals, and write out all of the new positive habits that are going to get you to the goal. And I want you to write, when you have that list of the negative habits that are keeping you from living your best life, your dream life that you've always wanted. Let's say you have about 7 things. I want you to write, I am no longer available for. Let's say the first thing is not waking up on time. I am no longer available for not waking up on time. I release that. I am no longer available for eating unhealthy food. Release that. I am no longer available for whatever it is, fill in the blank, and release that. And then on the other side, I want you to write, I am now available for and an open channel to work out every day, to eat healthier, to work on my business daily, to whatever it is for you. And that is how you're going to get started. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, this is going to be turned into a little bit of a more spirituality, self-development, personal feminine growth channel now, because that is my main passion. I do love beauty, I do love lifestyle, I do love fitness, but I feel like this is like at my core, like this is what my being is telling me to do, is to make these videos and to help other people. And I feel like the reason why I'm so successful in life and why I've also had so many obstacles and challenges is to share that with you guys. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna be making videos maybe every other day to every 2 days on these sort of topics. So if you want more help, leave them in the comments below and I'll be happy to answer your questions. I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.